Hi, Mark Homer here, and we are in the centre of Peterborough. We're in front of the old Poundland building, which we have planning consent on to convert into 39 co-living units. Before we get started with this video, make sure you like and subscribe. So it had Poundland in it, they weren't paying any rent, so they moved out of the property. We've stripped it out to get it ready so that we can convert it into 39 co-living units and put commercial on the ground floor. So on this project we are quite advanced through the design stage. We've got the steel frame all designed, we're about to start the piling. Clearly we've got planning consent and we're just working on getting all those planning conditions off. A few challenges with the building. We've got a nightclub next door, so we've had to work to put the habitable rooms on the other side of the building. Clearly we're going to have a gap between the buildings. We're going to insulate to make sure that noise transfer is minimal. So I've done 4 projects in this area. It's certainly not the biggest. It's probably the most prominent building that we've done so far. In terms of the structure, I'd say the structure of this building was the most inferior. We're putting a steel frame in all the way through the building. We're putting an extra floor on top. You know, a huge part of this building was the ugly nature of all of the elevations. Horrible cladding. It was in the Sunday Sport as the ugliest building in Peterborough. So, you know, that certainly helped with the planning process because it'll be betterment, will be improving the look of the building. And, you know, really this is a gateway building into the sort of city centre. One thing that attracted me to this building was the visibility. Clearly on this ring road, one of the first buildings as you go into the city centre makes it very, very visible. And from that point of view, I felt that the commercial on the ground floor would be more appealing to a tenant because clearly the footfall and the visibility, both from vehicles and pedestrians, is very good in this building. So we put commercial on the ground floor because that is the highest value and there's still demand for it. The planners would probably insist on it. I think the comment that came back was that would look really weird if it was all residential, but the reality is I think there's still good demand in this location for commercial on the ground floor. Above, very little demand for commercial. It was used as storage previously. Not many retailers want to take that with all the rates, so that clearly becomes residential on the upper floors. A challenge that I've had previously has been buildings with a very deep floor plate and getting light into the middle. Much less of a challenge here because it's a relatively skinny building, so we can get windows all the way around and get plenty of light into the rooms, into the habitable areas. It's quite useful having our other site, which is just opposite, because we've got the site office there and we can utilise the site manager, the deputy and quite a few of the trades and subcontractors and get them working on both buildings. Clearly that brings in cost advantages both to us and to the subcontractors and allows, you know, reduced sort of site offices. We can use the same welfare facilities, we can use the same sign-in facilities. So there are some economies of scale that we can get through centering operations in one area on both buildings. We're going to start piling very shortly and then once we've finished the piling, then we'll put the steel frame on top of the piles. So far the actual physical works have been progressing well. Found lots of things when we stripped it out. Certainly when we got the cladding off the side of the building, it uncovered a 19th century facade which got the conservation officer very interested again, but I think we've overcome all of that and we're going to fire ahead now with the piling. I'll keep you updated on this project as we go along. It's been Mark Homer, over and out. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.